Mahesh Kumar Kamtam. What do you mean by Kamtam? Mahesh Kumar Kamtam. What do you mean by Kamtam?
Ma'am, Kamtam is a name of village from where our ancestries originated. It is in the Nizamabad district, madam.
You belong to Bodhan.
Yes, ma'am.
How does the name Bodhan have come from?
Ma'am, Bodhan is a very prominent town in the Nizamabad district. It is one of the capital of the Asmaka Mahajanapada. So actually the name was Podanapuram. So during the period of transition, so it has been made to Bodhan.
Okay. Earlier, there used to be a sugar factory at Bodhan, Nizam Sugars.
Yes, ma'am.
Why it is closed?
Ma'am, it is unfortunate it has been closed because there were a lot of people who were directly dependent, almost 10 to 15,000 families were directly dependent on that factory. The reasons are, first thing is that, madam, the factory has been mismanaged administratively. Continuously it was making losses. Second thing is that the production of the sugar has been consistently declined. And the third thing is that, madam, regarding the pending dues and the bills, which are also not given to the farmers in time. So a lot of farmers have faced the distressful situation.
Have you visited Ali Sagar?
Yes, madam.
It's very close to Bodhan.
Yes, madam.
Basra?
Yes,
It's
madam.
also very close to Bodhan.
Yes, yes.
So recently there's a proposal to establish a turmeric board in Nizamabad. Do you have an idea about that?
Yes, madam.
So why do the turmeric board, the proposal was they wanted to establish in Nizamabad. Why they wanted to establish? Why turmeric board in Nizamabad?
Ma'am, Telangana is the largest producer of turmeric in the India, and especially Nizamabad is the largest producer of turmeric in the state of Telangana. Almost 40% of the India's turmeric is produced in Nizamabad district, madam. So therefore, the farmers are actively pursuing the demand of establishing a turmeric board. Because with establishing turmeric board, there will be a special attention of the government towards towards those farmers who are engaged in the turmeric cultivation, and they will also get extra subsidies, especially in terms of exporting turmeric to the various countries. For example, from the Nizamabad district, it is being noticed that the turmeric is being exported to countries like Bangladesh, UAE. So if turmeric board will come, then there will be better for policies that can be formulated towards the welfare of these turmeric cultivators, madam.
You belong to Telangana.
Yes, madam.
Tell me two important flagship programs of Telangana government and their important features.
Ma'am, first I think TS Pass is one of the major program, especially in terms of ease of doing business, granting permission to the establishment of the industries, and most prominently, the Telangana government has made right to license as a right for the industries, which has resulted in better industrial development in Telangana and a better business environment, which also we can see, especially in terms of the job market in Hyderabad. The second important program that the state government is pursuing is the T-Hub, where a lot of active startups have been incubated.
T-Hub and IPAS are the flagship programs?
Ma'am, I think they are the major programs.
Okay. No problem. You have taken political science and IR as your option.
Yes, ma'am.
Why you have chosen this option?
Ma'am, first thing is that I have pursued my masters in the political science. So I found that my interest lies in political science. And the second thing is also strategically, it is also, especially in UPSC, it is a very scoring optional. And after getting into service also, political science and international relations will enable me to understand various problems in the society.
See, India is leading G20 this year. What should be the India's agenda in G20? You frame 5 points, important agenda for India.
It is an opportune moment for India, especially in terms of hosting G20 leadership in the times of this crisis. First time the hosting of the G20 has been led by the developing nations. So first thing is that India can set the tone for championing global South issues. So second thing, it can raise the issues like the debt sustainability and growing debt crisis in the developing nations. It can also raise issues of the climate funding, especially climate funding that the developed nations has committed towards the developing nations. And India can also mitigate, especially the Russia-Ukraine war. And the third thing is also India can also pursue, especially issues related to the geopolitical instability in the Asia. So these are some things that India can put forward, madam.
You have completed your BSc in 2015.
Yes, madam.
This is 2023. From last 8 years, what are you doing?
Ma'am, for the next 2 years, like from 2015 to 2017, I have done my masters. From
It
20.
is not written here.
Uh,
It is just your academics were closed up to BSc 10th, 12th, and BSc.
Ma'am, in the DAF one section, we get to write only till the graduation level, and later part is being asked in the DAF 2 portion. So there I have
No
mentioned.
problem. So you have done your BSc in 2015,
Yes,
then you have done your MSc after that.
After that, I was preparing for UPSC, madam.
From last 5 years.
Yes, madam.
Okay. You studied in Nizam College.
Yes, madam.
What is Operation Polo?
Ma'am, Operation Polo was conducted in 1948 by the Indian government in order to annex the Hyderabad state into the Indian Union.
What is Gujarat Doctrine?
Ma'am, Gujarat Doctrine was formulated by I.K. Gujral in 1996, and it has given 5 major things that the Indian government is going to pursue, especially in terms of dealing with the neighbors. The first thing is that the Indian government will have a cordial relationship with the neighborhood. Second thing is that the Indian government will not expect anything in return. And third thing is that Indian government, any activities antithetical to India should not be pursued by its neighbors.
Writing articles on foreign policy is your hobby.
Yes, madam. Yes.
So recently, in Nepal, new coalition government was formed. Now, what will be the India-Nepal relations in the near future? In what areas we can converge? In what are the diverging areas at present between India and Nepal?
Ma'am, the change of government in Nepal will definitely affect India-Nepal relations. Considering the Prachanda, who has taken the prime ministership, and recently we have observed
With whom
that.
he has formed coalition along with 4 other parties. What is the other major party?
Ma'am, these are the communist parties. One is Prachanda's party is a communist origin. I'm not exactly sure of the name of the party. And he has formed a coalition with KP Sharma Oli. He also heads the former prime minister of Nepal. And there are other parties also, madam, but I'm not aware of the names of those parties. So the convergence in these relations, in the relations of India and Nepal, we can expect that in some areas like irrigation, multi-purpose project, migration, in these areas we can expect convergence.
What is Madheshi issue?
Madam, Madheshis are the minority community in Nepal who have been actively demanding their fair share of power in the Nepali politics. But there are backlash from the Nepali majority community saying that we can't afford to share power with the Madheshis.
What is the recent episode in Brazil that is going on? The protests and the episode.
Ma'am, recently we have seen a change of government in Brazil, which used to be headed by Bolsonaro, who belongs from a right-wing party. And now the change of government has happened towards Lula da Silva, the former prime president who has taken over. Now the protest is
Which
happening.
party Lula da Silva belongs to?
Ma'am, I'm not aware of that party.
What is happening in Pakistan right now?
Ma'am, Pakistan is facing crisis from multiple areas. One is the economic crisis which is haunting Pakistan.
Why is such a big financial crisis? Such a worst financial crisis in Pakistan?
Ma'am, because the foundation of the economic crisis in Pakistan can be traced back to its flawed economic policies which it has taken long back. If we observe Pakistan's expenditure, almost 35 to 40% of the expenditure is allocated to the military, and it has been mismanaged from the very beginning. and a lot of political instability were sorry madam, lot of political instability from the very beginning has also spiraled into economic instability in Pakistan, and so these kind of economic policies have hurted Pakistan in the long run.
Okay. Can you speak something on the contribution of Mir Usman Ali Khan to Hyderabad?
Ma'am, Mir Usman Ali Khan was one of the Asafjais who have contributed towards the development of Hyderabad in many folds, starting from the heritage of Hyderabad that we see today, especially our Nizam College, the Osmania University, and a lot of other heritage sites. Second thing is that the irrigation of the Hyderabad, especially the drainage system which we still use in Hyderabad, is being designed and planned under the Mir Usman Ali Khan's stewardship. And the third thing is that Mir Usman Ali Khan was also an active champion of the education. Especially, he instituted Osmania University way back in 1920s in order to champion the cause of.
Okay, Mahesh. You are a part of anti-ragging committee in Nizam College.
Yes, ma'am.
Ragging to an extent is good according to me, as it actually, helps in amalgamation and also understanding the students each other. It promotes some intersectional or junior senior equity. But you are saying ragging itself is bad, as if it is bad, anti-ragging. So what is bad in ragging?
Ma'am, personally, I have been staying in hostel for almost 20 years,
Mm.
and in my high school also have been a victim of bullying by my seniors, which promoted me to take anti-ragging as one of the extracurricular activities in Nizam College.
Is there any act in the state of Telangana with respect to ragging?
As far as there is, I think there are no.
You think you are a part of the committee, you should know that.
Ma'am, when I was heading the committee, there was no such a specific laws instituted. There were guidelines issued by the University Grants Commission, and there are certain sections in the IPC which deals indirectly with the ragging.
Okay. What is the Haldwani episode? Haldwani episode that is going on in Uttarakhand. Haldwani.
Sorry, ma'am, I'm not aware of.
It is a news from last one.
Sorry.
What is the Joshimath incident?
Ma'am, in Joshimath, we have observed that there is a land subsidence due to various factors. One is it has been part of the age-old landsliding thing, and the second thing is that the soil is also not stable and it's very unstable. And the third thing is that on top of that, there are a lot of human-made errors like construction of power projects in the Tapovan, and there are also pressure of the tourism which promoted to go for large-scale development of infrastructure and road development projects like the Chardham project. So these are some of the things which has caused land subsidence in the Joshimath.
Right. Can you narrate Rawls' theory of justice? In that, what is the difference principle?
Ma'am, as of now, I am not able to recall.
Difference principle. State can show a special favor
Yes,
towards the least advantaged or underprivileged. State can treat the privileged people separately and underprivileged. State can do special favor for them. That's called difference principle.
Thank you.
What is post-behavioralism? Who propounded?
Ma'am, post-behavioralism.
Who propounded?
I am not aware of.
David Easton. Yeah. Your mock is over.